Salaki for that. Phone always talking about some storage problems and stuff. This is back in 2 Kings chapter 6, starting at verse 24. It says, and it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. And that word besiege means to surround, to cut off. And that's what's going to happen when it comes down to all these other countries. They finna cut off America where they can't receive no food no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Because America is not self-sufficient. You know, America gets most of their food from Mexico, from all these other countries. And yet you got America, you got Donald J. Trump. He's so more worried about putting up a wall against Mexico when you get majority of your fruits and vegetables from Mexico, man. You know? And all these other countries, they like, well, if your dollar is not backed by no gold, we not finna do no service with you. We not finna do any type of business with you, man. And that's what's gonna go down, man. So that means that the food's gonna be short, man. All these different trucks that come back and forth when it come down to bringing the food to America, all that's gonna be shut off pretty soon, man. You know. You know, so when all these other countries and stuff, they cut off their deals with America, then guess what? America ain't finna have no food. Hey, your little snacks and stuff, you ain't finna see that anymore. Hey, most of these grocery stores, they only hold 3 days worth of food. So what happens when the 3 days worth of food is gone? You know what I'm saying? Then people gonna start getting hungry. People gonna start getting desperate. That's when they gonna start robbing everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You think the police gonna be for you? You think the police gonna be on your side? The police gonna be worried about their goddamn selves and their goddamn families, man. They gonna be worried for themselves, man. You know, because food is scarce and short in other areas. Then guess what? It's scarcity in their side as well. You know. This is verse 25. It says, and there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver. So the famine got so bad that they started looking for food and animal life in different areas, man. How much meat do you think you finna get off a donkey's head, man? You know, so in these times, what it's gonna be is gonna be dogs, it's gonna be cats, it's gonna be squirrels, it's gonna be possums, it's gonna be roadkill if you find it, man. That's what people gonna be eating in them days, man. You know, because it's gonna be a famine. You ain't gonna be able to get your chips and your snacks. You ain't gonna be able to get your granola bars. You ain't gonna be able to get your meat by the pound. You ain't gonna be able to get your fish by the pound. Your pork. You ain't gonna be able to get none of that, man. When all hell breaks loose, man. Because once these stores are all dried up and empty, it's going to be only other things that's tangible where people are going to really consider themselves or eating. People literally going to try to eat belts, clothes. People going to literally try to eat paper towels. They're going to try to consume whatever they can consume, man. You know? Hey, seeing one of these little small sparrows would be a delight in those days, man. It says, and the fourth part of a cab of dog's dung for 5 pieces of silver. So it got so bad that they was selling manure and they was selling shit, man. You know, bird shit, man, so they can eat it. You know, not to farm, not to cultivate, to eat it, man. And that's what you finna see out here, man. People gonna be going tooth and nail just to fill themselves up, man. You'll be happy to see a piece of corn and some feces just so it can fill you up so you can have some taste. That's how bad it's gonna get out here, man. Whether you believe it or not. You people think you in good case because the vegetables are cheap. Hey, pretty soon hyperinflation's finna come. And when you can't buy the food, what's gonna happen? You're gonna try to steal the food. And when the food is all gone out of the stores, you're gonna try to rob your friends and family, man. You're gonna try to take it the easy way, man. You know? And like it says in 2 Ezra 6 and 24, it says, friends shall be sworn enemies in that day, man. You know, it's going to be one piece of bread, and it's going to be either between you or them. Verse 26, it says, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, when shall I help thee? So if the Lord is not finna help you people when y'all already deciding to eat one another, nibbling on each other, and they showed you that in Family Guy when it came down to Peter, Joe, and Cleveland and Quagmire. What was they doing? They was eating on each other. You had Peter eating up on Joe's legs, man, and that's what's finna happen. You know, he ate it raw. He ain't take no time to season it or nothing. They gonna eat it raw, man. Just like in the movie The Road, man. What happened? They had people down there in the cellar. They was chopping them piece by piece, eating them, man. And that's what's finna come down, man. People are gonna go in raw. They gonna eat it bloody. Don't worry about medium rare. It's just gonna be straight rare. And it says out of the barnyard or out of the winepress. And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son that we may eat him today. So people gonna start bargaining their children, start bargaining their old folks, man, the elderly. You know, they gonna be bargaining over the week to take them out first so they can fill up their bellies, man. You know, you're gonna be looking at your children, you're gonna be looking at your girlfriend, you're gonna be looking at your niece, your daughter, your nephew, your siblings, the one that's weakest out of the group, the weakest link, to eat first. And that's what's finna come, cannibalism. Cannibalism is coming to America very, very soon. You people gotta eat every single day. You people gotta eat like 8 times a day. You're never filled, you're never satisfied. So guess what's gonna happen? When everything else that you would deem as meat is gone, what's gonna be the next thing to fill your bellies? Another person, man. And it says, and we will eat my son tomorrow. It says, so we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she had hid her son. So it is, you had these 2 women, they already made the agreement that they was gonna eat one another's son. They ate the first son, Sodom, which means to boil him, boiled her son and ate him. And then when it came to the end of the deal and the end of the bargain, she hid her son because she didn't want to see her son get eaten alive, man. People are gonna be supplanting one another and stuff just so they don't, so they could get their own feel, man. You know, a muscle-bound person is gonna look real delightful in that day. A real fat person is gonna be real delightful in that day, man. You know, people are gonna say they're gonna try to conserve meat, man, and the meat is gonna be another human being, man. This is Baruch in the Apocrypha chapter 2, verse 3. It says that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter. And that's what's finna that's what's finna happen, man. You know, you're gonna go after the weakest link. You're gonna go after your children. If you got a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, you're gonna try to take them out first because it's gonna bring up a less of a fight just so you can eat them, man. And that's what's finna happen. Cannibalism is finna come to this place, whether you believe it or not, man. And when you see it, you gonna wish that you gonna see daylight. You gonna wish that you saw nightfall, man. You know, you gonna have rape out here, man. You gonna have thousands. You gonna have hundreds of men, 10s, 20s, and 30s and stuff running down these women. You know what I'm saying? Just to have their sexual feel, and then they gonna literally eat them afterwards, man. Baruch chapter 2, verse 2, it says to bring upon us great plagues such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem according to the things that were written in the law of Moses. You know what I'm saying? So these are great plagues. For the fact that cannibalism is going to happen, those are great plagues. A lot of these guys they got no homes to live in. Hey, they finna be the first ones to start eating some shit raw, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have the availability to be able to go and buy them something, man. Especially when hyperinflation comes, that's when all hell's gonna be breaking loose out here, man. You know? Hey, that's when you're gonna see that the love of many shall wax cold, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people are hungry. And when people are hungry, what tends to happen? They looking at you like you some goddamn turkey dinner, man. They show you that in every single cartoon. They show you that in Tom and Jerry. Every time when they in the midst of the desert and it's been so long since they had eaten or drinking, you know what I'm saying, and their minds start playing tricks on them, what happens? They start looking at their friends like food, man. And that stuff is gonna actually happen. Don't you know that you can't go 3 days without no water? You'll die, man. You know what I'm saying? If you go several days without food, you'll hallucinate, man. You'll literally see it, think it, smell it, and literally taste it and think that it's real. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 17. It says, therefore the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is an hypocrite and an evildoer. Hey, man, woe to y'all who love evil and who call good evil and evil good, man. The Lord is not down with homosexuality. The Lord is not down with bestiality. He's not down with ecosexuality. He's not down with women putting condoms on cucumbers and stuffing themselves. The Lord is not down with necrophilia, people that want to have sex with dead people. The Lord is not down with zoophilia, people who want to sexually dominate animals. The Lord is not dealing with that, man. You know? And if you want to be down with it, guess what? You against him. So that means you ain't finna have no protection. You ain't finna have no saving in that day, man. It says, in every mouth speaketh folly. Like it says in Ecclesiastes 10 and 6, it says folly is set in great dignity, man. You people love foolishness, man. You know, you all love the wrong way to go that's in a way of life, man. You know, you like going backwards, not forwards, man. You like death, not life, man. It says, for all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. So the Lord is still giving you forgiveness. He's still giving you a chance to repent. But yet, what are you people doing? You smacking his hand away, saying that it's not worthy, that salvation is not worthy for your souls, man. You know, that you all good. You think that you saved already. How you saved, but yet you still at the bottom? How do you save? And the Lord said that we a nation of God, kings and priests. But why we gotta pay taxes? Why we got the white man foot up our asses? Huh? Why we gotta pay for water, air, pay for fake food? Why we eating plastic for rice? Why we eating plastic for our vegetation, man? Why is disease out in this place, man? Here it is, the Lord that put every single herb upon the earth where you could be cured from everything, but you got Esau Edom, the so-called white man, who will make it high price where you can't heal yourself, man, because they make money off your life. They make money off your souls, man. And you call this life? This ain't life at all, man. This is the way of destruction. This is the death style. This is not a lifestyle. Everything that's based upon this earth underneath the rulership of the so-called white man is based off death, man. All he want to do is kill you. He want to kill your mentality. He want to kill you spiritually. He want to kill you physically. And you see that every single day when it comes down to the news. This man does not care for you, man. But yeah, Jake want to care for his enemy, man. That's why you all destroyed. Verse 18, Isaiah 9 and 18. It says, for wickedness burneth as the fire, it shall devour the briars and the thorns, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. It says, through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. So ain't nobody finna care for one another, man. They ain't finna care for shit, man. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6. This 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 24. It says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. So people gonna be scared because they don't know who they can trust, man. You don't know if this person that you called your friend for several years, you don't know if he looking at you as something that's delicious, delectable. You know what I'm saying? Mouth watering. You know what I'm saying? You know? It says, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, because people ain't gonna know if they'll be able to see light. They don't know if they'll be able to see the daytime for all the hell that's finna break loose, man. It's finna be literally Resident Evil out here, man. You know? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 66. It says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. So you're going to doubt if you're going to be alive still. Will you be able to make it through the day? Will you be able to make it through the night? You know, you're going to be doubting whether or not you're going to see another day. Why is that? Because people getting mowed down in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You got wild animals. You know what I'm saying? Dogs. They once they become wild, they act like wolves, man. Imagine a pack of pit bulls running after you because they hungry, man. They already devoured their owners and stuff, man. Now they looking for the next meal, you know, before they start chewing on one another or against another dog. They coming after your ass, man. You know, got these birds and stuff pecking, flying down, ready to eat your raw flesh, man. Ready to devour you while you stand, man. It says, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. So for the fact that you wondering if you're gonna be alive the next day, it's not gonna be any type of insurance. You're gonna have to go with the flow. And who's to know that if you go with the flow that you'll be able to make it to the next day, man. You know, that's how scary it is gonna be out here, man. You know, we don't know if we gonna be able to see the next day. We don't know if we're gonna be able to see the next minute, the next hour, the next second. Like those things off I Am Legend. Those was a representation of cannibals, man. Imagine a bunch of people, men and women, malnutritious, running on all fours like gorillas, holding your ass down because they want something to eat. And these people, they ain't trying to cook, they ain't trying to season, they trying to get wherever they can get, like wild beasts, man. A lot of you people are gonna become wild beasts in that day, man. It says, verse 67, it says, in the morning thou shalt say, with God it were even, and at even thou shalt say, with God it were morning. So you're gonna be praying to the Lord, hoping that you'll see the next day or see nightfall, man. That's how bad it's gonna get out here, man. And everybody think that it's a joke. Everybody think that it's not serious. Why you think Esau keep coming out with all these apocalyptic movies? Because he know what's finna happen, man. He know hyperinflation finna come. People ain't gonna be able to pay for their food. They ain't finna be able to survive. So guess what? They gonna go into a beast mind frame. Jake already like to call themselves beasts. Beast mode. Wanna claim that they in beast mode and stuff. Hey, you gonna be in beast mode real soon, man. And it's gonna come like a thief in the night when you least expect it, man. It says, for the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see, man. And that's how scary it's gonna be, man. You're gonna be so scared that you're gonna be shitting on yourself, man. You're gonna be so scared, you hoping that you don't shit on yourself, so you won't bring other enemies upon you, man. That's gonna need to try to devour you, try to eat you. You know what I'm saying? You know, because not only would you have to worry about another person, you have to worry about these wild animals, man. Because cannibalism and their mind frame also go according to the animals as well. You're gonna have these huge rats, you know what I'm saying, in they flocks, trying to jump on you like piranhas, chewing you down while you alive, man. You know, chihuahuas nibbling at your every single part of your body, man. That's what we finna see, man. Back in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 20, it says, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. So if you ain't around nobody to eat, you gonna even decide to start eating yourself, man. You know, you had down there in Venezuela, you had a dude that was raping another dude, and he was chewing on his ear, literally taking them piece by piece, man. And that's what you gonna see here, man. You gonna see this here, man. You know, you women, you think you in good case. The man ain't gonna be trying to protect you because he gonna be looking to fill his own belly, man. Same way for you and vice versa, man. It's gonna be real horrible out here. You know, you all gonna be looking for the man of the Lord. Where are those guys that was telling us these things? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be going all throughout the earth trying to look for the man of the Lord, because now you're gonna want to listen. Now you're gonna want to pay attention. Now you're gonna see that the shit that we was talking about was real stuff and that it wasn't no lie. But hey, I got word for you, man. It might be too late for you, man. It might be too late for you. If you don't get it right now, if you don't seek the Lord while he may be found, then it's going to be too late for you in that day, because the Lord is not